Welcome back to another fictional fight commentary, home of the biggest and baddest fights from across the entertainment world. In tonight's superheated showdown, the student looks to become the master as former training partners battle it out. I'm talking, of course, about Anakin Skywalker and Obi Wan Kenobi. This is FFC. I'm Craven Morehouse, and calling the action with me, as always, is Zak Kuntz.
Thanks, Craven. It's great to be back.
How excited are you for this fight?
Unbelievably excited. Obi Wan and Anakin are lifelong friends turned enemies, and I don't expect anybody to hold back tonight.
Now, is it true that Obi Wan actually trained Anakin?
That's right. Skywalker has been training with Kenobi since he was a kid. Obi Wan saw a lot of potential in the young Anakin when he took him under his wing.
How did two friends with that much history end up where we are tonight?
Well, Anakin recently switched training camps, and ever since then, he seemed like a completely different person. It's not clear if he and Obi Wan had some kind of a falling out, but whatever the case may be, he decided it was time for a change and completely severed ties with Kenobi's camp.
This will be Skywalker's first fight since joining the new camp.
That's right.
I'm interested to see how much his style has changed.
Anakin's midichlorian count is the highest we've ever seen, but you have to remember he's a little brash and cocky, and it's gotten him into a lot of trouble in the past.
Who can forget his fight with Count Dooku?
Not Anakin, that's for sure. If this new team hasn't figured out how to deal with his overconfidence, I'm not really sure how much improvement we can expect in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, I'd say we're going to see a lot of the old Anakin on display tonight, and I'm willing to bet that Obi Wan is perfectly capable of handling that.
And here we go, round one. Both fighters sizing each other up. How about this heat?
A lot of people at home may think anybody can fight on a planet made entirely out of active volcanoes, but that's only because these two make it look so easy.
A lot of respect being shown here.
Obi-Wan definitely has his game face on, though. No matter what went down between these two, one thing is clear, and that is Obi-Wan is here to fight.
Absolutely.
Obi-Wan first to ignite.
Anakin ignites and explodes into a flurry of motion.
Obi-Wan doing a good job defensively, but he's letting Anakin dictate the pace.
Beautiful spin work by Obi-Wan. Anakin looking to perhaps finish Obi-Wan quickly by forcing him into some lava.
And a quick reversal by Obi-Wan. He may have been leading Anakin to that ledge intentionally.
And a huge push kick from Anakin.
Eerily graceful recovery by Kenobi. Skywalker pouring on the pressure, forcing Obi-Wan to constantly backpedal.
Obi-Wan now toying with Anakin with more unnecessary spinning.
Skywalker answers with some spins of his own.
Whoops.
Uh-oh, they both go for a spin at the same time and get hung up on each other.
And back to that forward pressure by Skywalker.
These two know each other so well, it's all gonna come down to who makes the first mistake.
Oh, and it might be Obi-Wan as a stumble causes him to lower his defenses.
And there it is.
Anakin taking advantage of that window and sneaks in for some grappling.
And once he gets that robotic hand on you, it's really hard to get it off.
This does not look good.
It looks like Obi-Wan may end up eating his own lightsaber.
Whoa, and a light tap sends Skywalker flying.
Excellent flying double sidekick by Skywalker, but where is his lightsaber?
Anakin is clotheslined by a front snap kick. This could be it for Anakin, or maybe not. Wow, a very relaxed strike from Obi-Wan.
It's entirely possible that Obi-Wan's mixed emotions for Anakin are holding him back right now.
I don't know, Zak. Both fighters putting everything they've got into this exchange.
Wait, what the hell was that?
Sabers now locked as they wrestle for control.
No, hold on a second.
This is unbelievable. Both fighters forced into a stalemate with the same move.
Wait a minute, am I going crazy?
Pressure is building.
I can't be the only one that saw that.
Both fighters blown back. The similarities in fight style couldn't be more apparent than right now. And that's the end of an explosive round one.
Yeah, I am so confused right now.
Let's take a closer look at some of the action from the first half of the fight. Here's the first big highlight, this devastating push kick from Anakin.
And a really smooth recovery by Obi-Wan. It's not clear if Obi-Wan executed that backflip to absorb the blow and create some space, or if Anakin's kick was so powerful that it actually sent Obi-Wan into a perfect backflip.
Yeah, good point. Sometimes the line can be a little blurry when it comes to what is and isn't an actual Jedi technique.
Here we see Skywalker moving Obi-Wan back with that continuous forward pressure.
Yeah, very aggressive.
But he really needed to start attacking Kenobi from different angles. Kenobi had that straightforward pressure completely figured out, and he could defend it all day.
This snap kick was particularly brutal for Anakin.
I wish I knew what was going through Anakin's head right there. It looks like he just ran directly into Kenobi's foot. He wasn't even running at Kenobi. Yep, right there. Right into the foot.
And this exchange, really incredible. The shared history clashing in a mirror image of fight style.
Now, I really want to talk about this moment right here, because to me, it's just...
Here we go, round two.
I am not gonna let that go.
Kenobi opens with a brutal abdominal kick. It looks like he's pushing for a change of scenery.
Nice follow-up kick there. He's really softening up the midsection. You know, I'm starting to think that Obi Wan's backpedaling isn't defensive, but that he's actually baiting Anakin into one precarious situation after another.
How else do you explain Kenobi's decision to leap onto this wobbly pole?
And as if on cue, Anakin takes the bait and jumps right onto it. How can he not see that Obi Wan is setting him up?
Footing looks dicey for both fighters, but that's not going to stop these two.
The ref stepping in to gauge the situation.
And it looks like we're good. Environment really starting to play a huge factor here.
It's almost as if the environment itself has become a reflection of the inner turmoil these two must be experiencing.
Kenobi survives a 50-foot drop onto more stable ground.
And so does Anakin, but I'm curious if he learned anything from that and if he's going to continue to take Obi-Wan's bait.
And there's a 1,000-degree reminder of the conditions these two are dealing with.
Oh, no doubt. Win or lose, both of these men are superior athletes.
I don't care what you're made of, that's hot.
And Obi-Wan continuing to guide the action, moving to an even more questionable battleground. Oh!
Obi-Wan, he's using the environment so well. He appears to be at least 2 steps ahead of Skywalker.
More like 10 to 15 steps. Skywalker seems to be the only one at this point who doesn't see the strings Obi-Wan is using to pull him around.
Wow, would you look at this, Zak? This is shaping up to be the fight of the year.
Both fighters improvising, and as expected, Obi-Wan is the first to move.
What a development! The arena has become a slowly melting vertical lava boat.
Kenobi is a master manipulator. I mean, look what's happening. After a lengthy feeling out process, he knows for sure that Anakin is running on pure hatred, and he will follow him anywhere, without question.
Obi-Wan appears to have the higher ground right now. What does this mean for Skywalker?
This is extremely bad for Skywalker. Any fighter will tell you that when faced with a choice between the high ground and the low ground, you pick the high ground every time.
So Anakin needs to get the high ground.
Anakin needs to do whatever it takes to get the high ground, and fast.
Kenobi making his plans once again. And there he goes.
Wow, Anakin must be so frustrated right now.
Obi-Wan always blurring the lines between strategy and improvisation.
Skywalker is so far behind strategically. Gifted youthfulness will only get you so far against a seasoned tactician like Kenobi.
Kenobi disengages.
Such crisp timing.
Oh wait, and look at this. This might be the end for Skywalker as he goes careening over the edge of that. What is that, a waterfall?
It's a lava fall!
Unbelievable!
Kenobi does not look convinced. He knows Skywalker better than anyone, and he will not underestimate his power.
Wait, would you look at that? Skywalker with a death-defying leap off the lava boat and onto the ref's head.
Wow, that's some nice improvisation by Skywalker, but it might be a little too late in the game.
These athletic gifts might be all that is saving Anakin right now.
Any other fighter would have gone over that lava fall without question. There's no doubt he's talented, but that talent is only keeping him from being melted right now.
Back to basics, just standing and trading.
It looks like Obi-Wan is confident that he has worn Anakin down and is ready to finish it.
Is it just me, or does Anakin's physical appearance seem to be changing?
He definitely looks more sickly and slightly more haunted than I remember him from the beginning of the fight. It looks like Obi-Wan may be getting into Anakin's head.
Well, from my perspective, it looks like Anakin may be getting to Obi-Wan's head.
I doubt that, Craven.
Anakin makes his move.
He just can't help himself, can he?
Oh! Anakin almost loses it!
Something is compelling him to chase Kenobi despite the risks. This is such a waste of talent.
Sabers locked once again in another stalemate. And Kenobi finds more high ground and secures it with a beautiful dismount.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
Don't do it, Anakin!
Anakin's gonna do it!
This is so stupid!
Anakin attempts to take the high ground.
So stupid! Ah! Skywalker has paid the ultimate price for challenging the high ground. Just one rookie mistake after another, and it's cost him an arm and both legs.
So tragic.
You know, I was saying it the whole time. He played into Kenobi's hands every step of the way, and I don't know how he expected anything else.
Yeah. I am just... Oh. And Skywalker now catching on fire. His hopes and dreams both literally and figuratively going up in flames.
Probably not Kenobi's proudest moment either.
Yeah.
You know, every teacher wants their student to succeed. This has to be just as hard for him to watch.
And the winner of this FFC is Obi Wan Kenobi by way of TKO.
That was a really unfortunate showing for Skywalker, but you know, I'd like to see him spend a little bit more time with this new camp and then come back stronger against Obi Wan in a rematch.
You know, Zak, I would love to see that. And if you watching at home would like to see that, please let us know in the comments. Share, like, and subscribe and all that stuff.
And check those links for other ways you can help us out, you bunch of fight freaks.
Until next time.
Later.